GC Radio Humor Mill presents Myron Jewell's Fofo Show. That's right, you may know him as Cheatin' Ass Myron, or Myron with the Receipts, or Myron with the Fofo. That's right, Myron Jewell has his own show on GC Radio Humor Mill on Mondays and Fridays from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Central Time. Tune in to GC Radio Humor Mill at gcradiohub.com. This message was brought to you by GC Radio at gcradiohub.com.
Hey, everybody. Thank you guys for tuning in. And I'd like to thank my guest today, Mr. Too Smooth himself. I mean, this brother right here is not only a performer, you know, he can dance. He has some tunes that are make you move, man. I mean, I went to Jackson State, went to HBCU. When I saw this brother dancing video, it made me want to go back and pledge again. Maybe I get in the grad chapter or something. What's good, bro? How you doing today?
What's going on, big dog? Appreciate you for having me, man.
Oh man, challenge inspired, man. So just let's start off with the beginning. How did you get the name Too Smooth?
So it's kind of a long story, but I actually changed schools around this. I mean, it dates way back. I changed schools when I was about in the 8th grade. And so I had already been doing a little music, wasn't taking it serious. You know, you real young at that age. So I was going by The Kid. That was like my artist name, The Kid. So when I moved to my other school, it was this guy, and we was in band together. That's what it was. It's been a long time since I had to tell this story. It was this guy who was in the band together. I played on the drum line all through, started in elementary and played it all through college. So I played the snare drum and he played the snare drum too, I believe. So I never forget my boy Big Kurt. We still cool to this day. He was like, well, we was getting to know each other, and he was like, hey man, you know, my name is The Kid or whatever. So, but he wasn't making music. That was just his nickname. So he was like, man, we're gonna have to give you another name, man. He was like, you know what I'm saying? You a laid back type of cat, man. You know, you too smooth. And it's like when he said it, it's just like everything just aligned. So that was in 8th grade. So I've stuck with it ever since. Well, that has stuck with me ever since. I put it like that.
Now I'm gonna have to ask you, was that your line name as well?
Yep. It was Too Smooth. So but here's the funny part. I didn't like the fact that they made that my line name, because I feel like they got off easy. I feel like they was like, all right, well, we ain't got to put much thought in the. We already know he make music. We just gonna keep it Too Smooth. I kind of wanted another line name, but you know, it all worked out.
Now my buddy, you know, he pledged, and he used to act and did him dirty. They gave him his line name was Nipsey Russell.
Hey, that's hard though. I like that.
No, they talking about the actor, not the rapper. The one that used to be on the match game show.
Oh, you know? Okay. Yeah, got you.
Yeah. I Nipsey Russell. The actor. He's like, oh man, can y'all give me something else? Can I be Sidney Poitier or somebody? He's like, no, you didn't see Russell.
Hey, I tell anybody, it's better than what they call you before you get your line name.
Cool. So when did you get into music, man? What inspired you to do music? Was it the church or a talent show or?
Grew up in the church, man. Still heavy in the church to this day. Grew up singing in the choir. Funny story, I never actually liked to be in the spotlight, in the forefront of the choir growing up. I just kind of wanted to be the typical tenor. But when it was time for me to step up, I would, but that was never really my thing. You know what I'm saying? I never was the type to, soon as the music come on, I go up there and snatch the mic. I want everybody to hear me. It wasn't never that. So that was my pretty much my start off, and then I started branching off into rapping. I was rapping first. Did not want to sing. I didn't want to be a singer, none of that. I wanted to rap. That was my whole thing. And man, I don't really remember at what age, but I remember I had a little group. It was kind of a little R&B group, but I was rapping, and every now and again I would throw a little note or something in there, and one of my partners was like, "Hey man, you can sing." And I was like, yeah, whatever. So he was like, man, look, if we're gonna do this R&B thing, man, we're gonna need you to do a little more singing and a little less rapping you know. So that's kind of what kicked it off, man. My partner, he encouraged me to sing a little bit. And it's like once I started there, I just never let it go.
Man, that's a beautiful thing, man. I couldn't carry a tune and be good at it. Don't ask me to sing. I'm doing it for me.
But I don't but and
I
the
can lip
and
sync.
the
I can lip sync my ass off, but
oh
don't
yeah,
ask
for
me to try
sure.
to carry a tune.
But what's crazy is that a lot of people like don't realize like I do not come from a singing family. The only person in my family that can sing is my sister, one of my sisters. I got five sisters, but she's the only one that me and her grew up in the same house together, same mama, same dad. Which is the only sibling that I got this same mama, same dad, and she's the only singer in our whole family. My mama can't sing, my daddy can't sing, nobody else. It's just me and her.
Wow, that means
Yeah.
you guys got an ear for music. So tell me this: what was it like the first time that you were singing in a group and rapping in a group, and what was the response like?
Man, the first time I think we might have been like 16, 17. I think I was finna come out of high school. This might have been like probably like the beginning of my senior year. Honestly, man, I loved it. I just loved being in a group. It was two more other guys beside me, and it was two girls, and we all still friends to this day. We don't Me and one of them actually still make music together. And he a hell of a singer as well. But I don't know, man. I just loved being in a group. I never really was doing little solo stuff then.
Sure.
So we it was early, so this was back in like the CD days. It wasn't really no YouTube had just kind of started off, maybe '09, 2010, something like that. We
Right.
ain't know nothing about social media. This was back when, man, you couldn't even get on Facebook on your phone. You had to use a computer. You remember that?
Yeah, that's just after MySpace stuff died down.
Right, right. Yeah. So man, we was printing up CDs, man, and at that time we put out two tapes. At that time I was actually on my way to junior college. Uh and man, I had when I got to school, man, I had backpacks full of CDs. And then a couple of the people that was in the group with me, they were still in high school. So I would go print up like man thousands of CDs, and I would get them some. And when they go on their beta trips and FBLA trips, man, they'll be selling them. We were selling them for like $3 to $5. If a person didn't have five, give me three. If you ain't got three, give me one. Give me whatever you got. You know. And it just kind of just it started from there, man. And then it's like everybody else just slowly kind of started to go their separate ways, and I was the only one that really just stuck with it. So here we are.
Man, it takes dedication, man.
Yeah,
Mike Tyson said it best. He said, "Discipline is doing the things you hate like you love it to get the
yeah,
results that you want. If you
most
want the
definitely.
results, you got to stick with it, and you got to believe in yourself. You got to bet on yourself. You
Yep,
know, and when everybody else stop being a fan, you still got to be a fan of yourself.
most definitely, most definitely.
So let me ask you this question right here, bro. What were you at the first time you heard one of your songs on the radio, and how did it make you feel?
Man, I was so one of my guys, shout out to Mississippi Mo. He actually had took me to the radio station. I was still young in it, didn't really know nobody. He took me to a radio station. He knew the radio director up there. And I had this rap song called Faded. And it was already, we had it buzzing somewhat and took it to the radio. And the guy was like, "Hey man, well, we gonna play your song by 5 o'clock, so maybe on your way home you'll hear it." So man, I'm riding home, and I always get cracked up when I tell this story. So as I'm riding home, I don't know what happened. I wasn't nervous. I wasn't none of that. I had to pull over, and I just started throwing up everywhere. I know that wasn't expected, but like it's crazy. I wasn't sick, didn't have food poison, wasn't sick the night before, didn't do nothing crazy the night before, none of that. I'm riding home, and right before they was finna play the song on the radio for the very first time, I got my head out the door in the on the side of the road throwing up. And just about when I got to the point where I could gather myself, that's when they started playing the song. So that was the first time I heard my voice on the radio, and I never forget that.
Wow, that's a hell of a story. I don't heard
Yeah,
people say they
yeah,
stopped on the freeway, they stopped traffic. People say they ran out the house, shouted, but no one ever threw up in the
yeah,
car.
yeah. I stopped on the freeway too, but it was for a different reason. It was for a different reason.
He pulled over too slow, too cool, too smooth.
I was too sick that day. I don't know what was going on.
Man, so let me ask you this one. So you are a soulful singer, and a lot of soulful singers are typecast themselves in Southern Soul and R&B. What does R&B and Southern Soul mean to you as an artist?
Well, man, I grew up just listening to R&B, man, being in the house with my older sister. I'm the baby of the whole family, so and like I said, this was the only sibling that I had in the house with me growing up, and we're 6 years apart. So I got introduced to Genuine, Usher,
Okay.
all of them, Tank, all of them through her. So man, R&B has always been something that I love. Like I'm an R&B head. It ain't too many things that you could tell me about R&B that I haven't researched or something. Like I love it. Being infatuated with it. Uh Blues, Southern Soul blues, it was something that came kind of later on. I always grew up around it because I kind of grew up in the country too. So I would always hear the Sir Charles Jones, the Marvin C's, the people like that. We out there, they cooking fish, and you know how it is in the country. Yeah, so I would grow up. I always Sir Charles Jones was my favorite for a long time because they played him to death. He probably made a bunch of money off of my family and all them because that's all you would hear. But the love for the Southern Soul, I think it came a little later on for me, more into my adult years because I could actually start to understand what the music meant. Like I could feel it a little more the more I growed up.
Right.
Cause we out there, man, you out there 14 singing, is anybody lonely by Sir Charles? You ain't feeling it. You ain't been through nothing yet. You know what I'm saying?
Right. You are
Yeah.
just singing, I'll be stroking Clarence Carter, don't know what the hell you singing.
Yeah. You don't even know what you saying. You know what I'm saying? So and I think
I,
that's what kind of did it for me. Like Southern Soul, man. Like I love R&B, but that blues, Southern Soul blues, man. I love a good story, man. Whether it's true or false or something you just made up. Like I love when people can put a story together and make it sound good. So that's where my love for Southern Soul blues came in.
okay, wonderful, wonderful. That's real nice to hear, man. And I like to ask that question because a lot of people know the difference between Southern Soul and R&B, and I'm glad you expressed that. But I want to do this real quick. I want to play this right quick, and then when we get through playing this, I want to ask you a few questions. So I want you to hold on just a second.
Wow. Ooh, yeah.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. How you doing?
I'm good.
Hey, I got a call from the office saying that you had some plumbing issues.
You don't look like much of a plumber to me.
You not gonna see this? You don't see this? I'm here to handle business. Where is it?
Well, all right. Well, come, let's get it done then.
I need me a big fine woman that got it going on. I need me a big fine woman that got it going on. Her credit score good and she got her own home. Ain't worried about a man if he don't know how to treat her. She wanted 50-50, so you gotta come and meet her. Heard it might not be for sale, but let me tell you, I'll pay for it. I'll pay for it. And if you can't give it to me right now, then let me tell you, I'll wait for it. I'll wait for it. Hey, Miss Lady, what's your name? What's your number? I heard you had a leak and you was looking for a plumber. Well, have no fear, Mr. Pipe is here. I'll pay you just to fix it, or I volunteer. I know it might sound funny, but I ain't playing around. I ain't playing around. See, I'm a hard-working man. These hands ain't for laying around. Unless I'm laying you down. I know you don't need it, but I want you to have it. Want you to have it, babe. So I'ma leave it on the dresser later on. When I'm gone, you can grab it. Girl, you can grab it now. I need me a big fine woman that got it going on. Her credit score good and she got her own home. Ain't worried about a man if he don't know how to treat her. She wanted 50-50, so you gotta come and meet her. Heard it might not be for sale, but let me tell you, I'll pay for it. I'll pay for it. And if you can't give it to me right now, then let me tell you, I'll wait for it. I'll wait for it.
Oh, it don't matter. No, it don't matter to me. No, it don't. How much it gonna cost me, babe? How much? Cause I'll pay the fee. I'll pay the fee. No, it ain't tricking if you got it. Ain't tricking if you got it. Well, ain't tricking if you got it. I don't give a damn who watching. Let 'em look, let 'em look. No, I don't. No, you ain't for sale, but how much? What's it gonna cost me? What's your price? How much? No, I gotta shout and tell me, baby, what's up? What's it gonna cost me? Yeah, I just wanna spend my money on you, baby.
I need me a big fine woman that got it going on. Her credit score good and she got her own home. Ain't worried about a man if he don't know how to treat her. She wanted 50-50, so you gotta come and meet her. Heard it might not be for sale, but let me tell you, I'll pay for it. I'll pay for it. And if you can't give it to me right now, then let me tell you, I'll wait for it. I'll wait for it. What about the 20? What about the 20, babe? Or what about the 40? What about that 40, lady? Or what about that 60? Oh, or what about that 80, baby? 80, baby.
Hey, excuse me, ma'am.
Hey.
I think we about done here.
Okay. Well, how much do I owe you?
Tell you what, don't even worry about it. It's on me.
Okay. Are you for real?
Yeah, well, I might get into a little trouble for this, but this is what I'm gonna do. But you gotta promise me you're gonna come though.
Okay. Where I'm going?
Man, let me just tell you this, bro. My wife teach in Jackson, Mississippi, Blackburn Middle School. And she said the kids come in the classroom doing the line dance, singing. And when I told her I was going to have you on the show, she's like, I know that song. The kids be coming in cowboy boots and I paid for it. And she knew the words. I was like, wow, I guess you do know the song. because a lot of times, I do my thing in the radio stuff, and she's at work, so she's gone all day, and she come out, it's nighttime, it's time to shut it down and stuff like that. But she was like, Juice, she knew the song. Hell, she knew the dance. I didn't even know there was a dance to the song. I was like, whoa, what, for real?
Oh
so,
man, that's
so
big.
just like you were inspired by people growing up, you were inspiring a whole nother generation, bro, of junior high school students and beyond. I'm 52 and I'm inspired. Now, when I heard this song last year, I went mayhem. And matter of fact, what I do later, I'm gonna send you the video, the link to the video that we have on Snapchat and IG that I did to the song with the avatar. Man, you're gonna crack up.
Yeah. Do
Real
that.
groovy. He grooving, man. He got on his little pea coat, the little hat, the green underneath,
He
the red
sharp.
bottom shoes, and he grooving, man. I had to make it smooth like you, Doc. He grooving, bro. So
He
with this
sharp.
song, man, what was the motivation? How did you come up with the concept and everything? What inspired you to do that one?
Man, so it was on the weekend, man. So I told you I was in a group. So I had one of my guys that was actually in that group with me. Me and him still do stuff here and there. We don't really release official records together, but like he still comes through and we may still write a couple things together and stuff like that. So, but he's also a producer as well. So him and my main producer, they got together, man. They came over here to the crib in this studio, my studio right here. Uh, and they was like, man, what you feeling? What type of vibe you? And I was like, man, just give me some a little bluesy, man. Put some horns in there and I kind of just told them what I was feeling that day. And this, mind you, now it's like 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. They done woke me up. They came over and woke me up. I'm in the bed. Uh, and man, probably about 45 minutes to an hour later, I started hearing the bass line, and I'm like, okay, that's okay. I like where it's going. And then I started hearing the horns. And when I heard the horns, that's what sold me. And all I could, it really wasn't even no, like, man, it wasn't nothing premeditated. I don't even think I've ever said the term pay for it before in my life. But all I remember saying when I heard them placing the instruments on there, I just kept saying, I need me a big fine woman that got it going on. I didn't have nothing else. I didn't have the pay for it part. I just had, I need me a big fine woman that got it going on. And it was probably 2, 3 weeks later before I came up with the rest of anything. And I was like, if I'm saying I need me a big fine woman that got it going on, how can I tie all of this into where I was going with the pay for it? And like I said, it wasn't really no inspiration, no motivation, or nothing behind it. That's just what the beat gave me. Like that's what I heard on the beat. And I was like, man, I'm just finna step out on a limb and call this song Pay For It and see what it do. And it did what it did.
Remember, tell you got a hit, bro, and it is
Thank you.
multi-generational, bro. A lot of people love that joint. A lot of people didn't know who sung the song, man. I heard the song watching IG and TikTok, and I was looking at the bottom. Who the hell seen that? What's that? Because I heard it a couple times. When I found it, I was like, I got it, and it just resonated. And I started looking for other stuff from you. Now on that song, you have another artist also. How did y'all collab on that on this song?
Yeah, man. Shout out to my boy Tony Your Money. It's just, man, other people really brought us together. I had just really got on TikTok. I wasn't familiar with it, man. My old lady, uh, I would come in, we'd be watching TV, and she'd just be on the phone. I'm like, man, what you watching? Because I'm hearing different videos. Just it's just different. It's something different every time she do a finger like this. I had heard about it, but I wasn't on it.
Right.
And I was like, what you watch? She was like, I'm on TikTok. So long story short, she finally convinced me to get on there. I started posting some of my music and all this. Grew a little following like that. And when I started getting some numbers, I started seeing people in the comments. They was like, man, you and Tony or Money should do a song together. Now at that time, I didn't know who he was. I'm not sure if he knew me or not. Probably didn't, because it was so
Right.
early on. And one day, man, we kept getting them same comments. He would come in. they would come in under my video, they would come in under his video. They'll tag him, they'll tag me. This went on for probably a month. And then finally he had commented on my video, and I commented back, and he reached out to me via DM, and he was like, "Hey man, let's collab on something. Like people been tagging us. I think it's time." And I was like, man, well, I don't have anything just like an open verse on nothing, because every time I record something, I always finish it. I put it out. I don't sit on any music. Like anything that I got, I put it out. I don't sit on nothing. So I said, all right, let me see. So I remember that my partner and them, they had made this beat. Now I had the beat for pay for probably like 3 weeks before I had done anything to it.
Right.
And I was like, man, let me just send him this. I didn't really know what his style was. He was kind of doing R&B, but I heard that soul in his voice. And I was like, let me send him this and see what he do with this. And so this is what's crazy. The song wasn't recorded. All I did was sent Tonio the beat, and I sent him a voice memo saying, I need me a big fine woman that got it going on. And I told him that the song was gonna be called Pay For It. And he said, say no more. I think bro sent the song back the next day. I think it was probably 24 hours, and he sent it back. And so actually his part was on Pay For It before my part, and it's my song. That's what's crazy. He had his part out. He had his part recorded before I had mine. So as soon as I got his back, I went and I knocked it out, man, and we put it out there to the world.
Yeah, we had Tony on 2 weeks ago, and he told us that when he got the song, he liked the track, and he said he was just mesmerized, and he didn't know what to do. And then he heard your big fine woman. He said, "All right, I know what to do. We
Yep.
on." And he said
Yep.
it was Seek and Destroy. He said, "I killed it, man." He said, "It ain't my song, but I'm on it, and I'm glad I'm
Yep.
on it." And
Yep.
it's like he said, "I did it, man." It's just once I heard his voice, I knew exactly what I needed to do, and we
Yep.
complimented each other, and we made a hit, man. And I'm like,
Most
man,
definitely.
and
And it's so
but
crazy, like how you said it first, like about like how that song has touched, like it's touching different people, like, and I didn't see that at first. Like the song has been out over a year. It actually be 2 years in, I want to say March of 2025. I think it'll be 2 years. And I'm starting to see now how it's starting to shift. I'm seeing a lot of other people vibing to it, a lot of white people. And what's so crazy is that my sixth grade teacher, her name is Miss Pam Gillett, white lady. She was my favorite teacher. This lady didn't even know I did music. This is no lie. She followed me on Snapchat one day, and she sent me a video. And when I opened it, it was her and I think some family members, some friends, and they out by a bonfire, man. And when I tell you, they out there singing it word for word. And I said, this is I never told nobody this, by the way. I said, this is crazy. And I think that was like the full circle moment. Because you can see, I mean, you know how you check your analytics, you check your numbers, you keep up with it, you see it going up. But it's different when your sixth grade teacher hits you up, and this ain't a black lady, this is a white lady,
right.
hits you up and say, "Hey, Nick, I just want to let you know that I'm proud of you." And when I seen that, man, that was the moment where I smiled and I said, "Okay, I believe I'm doing something right." I think that's when it all came full circle when I seen that.
You got to realize, man, for you to come up with the song, do the song, and own the song, you're ahead of your time. We got to catch up. Sometimes a lot of us are a lot slower than others in getting to it. But like when we hear it, I mean, the way you put the song down, man, there's no warm up period. It's boom. It's in your face, and you like it or you hate it. And most people love it.
Yeah.
It ain't no let me check it out. Let me get warm.
Mm.
No, it's on. It's here. I mean, you came on with so many. You came on knowing what the hell you want. I need me a. I'm like, I need me one too. What hour is that on?
Yeah. Yep.
So
Yep.
I appreciate it, bro. I appreciate it, man. Man, but what I would like to say about that song is that you did that song so well, bro, that when people heard that song and when they hear it, they automatically look for other songs that you put out.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they know it or not, but that ain't the only one you got out there, bro.
Nah.
Let me play a little of this right quick.
Making moves, we don't care about how you feel. Hard to get you out my mind, out my mind, out my mind. I can't get enough, girl. I can't get enough of you. You really blows my mind, and every time we get, feels like the very, very first time. Girl, I'm so addicted, addicted. Girl, I'm so addicted to you. Girl, I'm so addicted, addicted. Girl, I'm so addicted to you. Not for you. I can't get you out my dreams at night, and I don't know if it's wrong or right.
So on this one, I mean, you came in too smooth like your name, bro, and laying it down, and you still got that rough edge to it. It's kind of like a Bobby Womack and a genuine kind of man, but it's your way you do it. I mean, you can get the old heads and the young heads, and we both sitting there loving the outcome, bro. It's not a diss, it's a compliment. Honestly, I love the way you put your stuff together, bro. You know, it's not the same as Pay For It, but it's just as gravitating and catching, and you can hear the soul in it. You singing the words addicted. If you don't know what the word addicted means, you know when you hear it, you have an idea.
Right, for sure.
You putting it down, bro. I mean, what was the motivation for this one?
So man, that one was actually 2-3 years prior to Pay For It. And see, a lot of people know me from doing R&B. You know, Pay For It was really, when I dropped Pay For It, man, it was like a shift for people who had been hip to my music all along. Because I was doing stuff like Addicted. I got a whole album out. It's called Smooth Hotel, and it's a 11-track album. It's straight R&B. It's that straight baby making. You know, it's not vulgar. I kept it. I mean, I don't keep it PG, but I keep it to where it can get some radio play without just having to hear the instrumental because everything being censored. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But yeah, man. I mean, I grew up on R&B, so it's like that was my start, and I just love it. And so if you know my older catalog, the Addicted is what you're gonna get. I got Addicted, I got Slow It Down, End by 10, Backdoor Lover. All of those are kind of like on that same type of vibe. So it's like if people get introduced to me to Pay For It, then when they go back and listen to my other songs, a lot of time it be like, wait a minute, is this the same person? And then they start seeing like, oh, okay, like these songs are older. So yeah, man, I don't know. I guess I just like doing both now. I like the Pay For It style, the Southern Soul style, and I like the R&B stuff too. So I'm just doing both. I'm having fun with both, man.
And what happened to this one? How old is this one?
I just did that about 3 weeks ago. Yeah, I just did that about 3 weeks ago.
Bro. Okay, I need to know, bro. Okay, hold on. Let's stop everything right now. I need you to do this for me. People, don't sleep on this guy. Can you give your social media website so they can follow you, they can get everything? Because then they're going to do what I had to do. I had to go to YouTube, type this in, Google this. Let them know where to find you, bro. Because they know they need to know. But people need to know.
Yeah, so it's we'll start with YouTube first, man. You just type in Too Smooth, the number two, not 200. A lot of people type in 200, which it'll probably still come up to. But it's the number two and smooth on YouTube, and it's really Too Smooth across every platform. Facebook, Too Smooth, TikTok. You can well TikTok is gonna be slow roll smooth. That's slow roll smooth, and it's spelled just how it sounds. TikTok and Instagram is slow roll smooth. But on all streaming platforms, your YouTube, Apple Music, Spotify, all that, it's just Too Smooth. You type in Too Smooth, it's gonna pull up everything by me.
Man, I'm just telling you, brother. I'm a fan of your music. I'm not. I got the stuff queued up. I didn't just find today. Like I said, once I heard "Pay for It," I went searching. I found you, Antonio. Man, both you guys make a lot of great hits.
Thank
You're
you, man.
rising stars. Don't let nobody cheat you out your dream or try to talk you out your path or your goals. Man, you guys are mega stars in the making.
Appreciate
I'm
it,
honored
brother.
to have you here at GC Radio over here with the K100 show. You know, we're 1 year in and we're in 132 different countries. And believe it or not, this show that you're on right now, we started out in a megaverse called Second Life. This was an Avatar show.
Mm.
Now I've
Oh wow.
interviewed. Now I've had the pleasure of interviewing you, Tonio, Day 26, As Yet, Force MDs, J King, Tommy Marshall from the Shy Lights, and a lot more. So don't let nobody talk you out of your dreams, bro. Believe in yourself, bet in yourself, and know what you can accomplish. The man
Yes,
upstairs gave
sir.
you a talent and use it. Don't let other people who are afraid to see their dreams come true turn yours to a nightmare. Because the
Mm.
naysayers are out there, bro. And be like me, man. We take an application for more haters. We need more haters. That mean you're doing your thing.
Yeah, all right, for sure.
Don't take
Yep.
that as negative, man. Take it as a positive.
Man, I appreciate that, brother. That definitely mean a lot, man. I appreciate it. And shout out to y'all for doing what y'all doing, man. Shout out to y'all for the growth, for where you came from where you at now, and from where you're gonna be this time next year, man. I know you're gonna continue to grow and do great things. I'm just happy to be on here, man.
Man, like I said, it's complimentary, brother. We wouldn't have nothing to do if you didn't make the music. So we definitely appreciate you because there's a lot of junk out there. And if I start recording, it'll be junk because I can't carry a tune at all. But the you artists that put out good music, music we can appreciate, music I can play with my kids in the car without having an earplug in their ear. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah,
I
definitely.
appreciate it, bro. I
Yes,
appreciate it.
sir.
Lord knows we do. You know, there's a guy named Tommy Marshall I mentioned, and he's like a family member of mine. I've known him for years, and he was at the Shy Lights, and he has a new song out called "She's Not in My Bed, but She's Still in My Head." And he
Mm.
called me up and he asked me to break his record. And I've never broken a record before. I'm like, what you mean? He said, play it first and just keep playing and try to get the momentum up. I said, what that's going to do? He says, you're going to make me famous again. I'm like, everybody knows the Shy Lights. So every time I would play that record, I would play it at 9, I'll play it at 12, and I'll play it at 3. And I would tell everybody this new record from Marshall Thompson from the Shy Lights called She's Not in My Bed, but She's Shoulder My Head. Every inmate in the institution near you is singing this song.
Oh, I
She's
bet.
shoulder in my bed, but she's shoulder my head. And
I bet.
believe it or not, yeah, in 3 weeks he got 20,000 downloads on Spotify. And he's like, man, whatever you're doing, just keep saying it. Keep saying it.
Oh
nephew.
man,
So he
that's
give us
love.
credit for breaking his record, and that just shows that internet radio, if done right, is impact and can do a lot of things. And we want more of your music, man. Hopefully, we can break some of your records on our station,
Yes,
man.
sir.
We'd
Let's
love to have
do
you
it.
back. We'd love to have
Yes,
you back,
sir.
bro.
Most definitely.
So let me ask you this question: seeing that a lot of people think you just make a record and you just hit it. You took some time, and like you said, some of these songs out there 2 years, 3 years. You could go back. What advice would you give yourself after you stop performing with the group that you know now? What knowledge would you go back and tell yourself, and how would you navigate yourself through the industry differently?
That's a good question. I would tell myself learn patience. Learn patience because you gonna need a lot of it for the journey. and stop chasing. Don't chase the quick thing. Like don't try to. Yeah, I'm glad you asked me that. Don't try to chase a hit. Don't be so focused on making a hit, making a hit, making a hit. Make the music that you love. Make meaningful music. Make music that people can feel and build a fan base. Uh, whether it's slow, if it's slow, it's cool. Slow motion better than no motion. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Do not chase. Don't just chase a hit, because when I was younger, man, my way of thinking was crazy. I'm like, hey man, listen, this how this gonna go. I had it all mapped out. I'm gonna make a song. I'm gonna get it on the radio, and I'm gonna blow up, and I'm gonna be this star. That was my whole. And boy, when I tell you I was wrong 10 times over, and it's like that's why I was saying, like, because I wanted it to happen then. I wanted it instant gratification. I didn't want to wait on nothing. So I would tell myself, man, be patient, be consistent, keep working, keep getting better. Every day, do something to just get better. And make connections, man. Network with people, get to know people, get around more people that's either already done made it, or that's headed in that direction, and get around people who want to see you win. That would be my advice to my younger self.
Okay.
And just stay focused. Just stay focused. Don't let nothing deter you. Like, if God gave you this vision, it's your vision. Don't worry about if anybody else can see it. He gave it to you. He didn't give it to them. So yeah.
Now, let me ask you this, bro. Every now and then I have to do this, man, because a lot of people don't believe we have the real people on here and people got talent. Can you give them a sample of something to look forward to, and also let us know any shows you got coming up soon?
Yeah, so I got a brand new song out called Slow It Down. Brand new. It's about maybe 3, 4 months in. And it's doing numbers. It's probably, I think we actually around the board, I think we already a million. I think between YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Music, I think we at a million. So the part that's been going crazy on TikTok is this part where I say, this woman got a hold on me, and I can't seem to shake her ass loose. I might as well call a spade a spade. If she the queen, then I'm trying to be the deuce. That's all, but slow it down.
Man, I heard that song, that part so many times, bro. And when it's like when you start following your music, bro, people know your voice, you identify, you had a distinct sound, no matter if you're doing the pay for it hard rough, if you're doing the slow, too smooth, love bound to R&B, if you're doing the combo of the two. You have a distinct sound, brother, and you're a hell of an artist, bro. And like I said, not only do we love you over here, GC Rose fans, man, we really love the music that you're doing and what you bringing back to the industry. Real music, bro. Real music with feeling. It ain't a bunch of that. I'm not trying to diss nobody. They want to get out there and do all that other crap. That's your choice. I don't listen to it. I don't play it. And that's one of the big things, having your own station. Can't nobody tell me what to play over here. We do what we like. We play, we let our listeners dictate what we put out there, and we put out there the stuff that we believe in, and we believe our listeners and followers want to hear. And for that, our growth is phenomenal. And we're not pressured like most program directors and people, and we don't do payola. So I don't care how much money you got. It's no good over here.
Yes, sir.
One thing that's good over here is good music, good artistry. Our fans love what we do, and we choose what we want to work with. So at the end of the day, I gotta like what I see in the mirror, and I have kids, and I want to put the positive stuff out there. Now we do have stations that play some of the other stuff and things of that nature, and I'm not really hands up on it because I'm not a big fan of it. Just being honest, I like what I like. You can't hate me for that. I'm just being upfront. But we do have people in those apartments that do like that, and they find the best of that genre and stuff to put out there. But as for the K100 and what I do, it's a little different. And that's part of the reason why we structured what we did, and I'm glad we do, as an internet radio network of 10 different radio stations. People like different things, and we want to bring everything to everybody because one station can't do what we do. There's no way
Right.
possible. There's no way possible. But
Okay.
without you, bro, it definitely would not be accomplished. And people like you, great people that put out great music and constant great hits, there'll be nothing for us to play.
I appreciate that, man. It's all love, baby.
Man, are you the truth, bro? So, is there anything else you want to let our people know, let our fans know? Any concert dates coming up soon, or any holiday
Uh,
projects coming out?
yeah, man. I actually I'm glad you asked it. So I start with I got a song that I'm actually featured on. It actually drops at midnight tonight. We people most people say tomorrow, but a lot of times, I mean tomorrow, 12 o'clock midnight is tomorrow. We just go ahead and say midnight.
Okay.
So for the people that will be up and need something to listen to or need something to, vibe to before you lay it down for the night. My guy, my brother, he has converted over into the Southern Soul lane. His name is Big Money Fame, and the song is called All Night Long, featuring yours truly, Too Smooth. That'll be available on all streaming platforms tonight at 12 o'clock midnight. So I'll be sure to email that one to you too, brother. I get
Appreciate it,
that
bro.
one to you for sure. Uh, I got a new single that's gonna drop next Wednesday. Usually I release on Friday. We trying something different this time. We're gonna switch it up a little bit. I have a new single out. It's called Mister. Uh, I get that one to you as well. It's a R&B, but it's a up tempo. It's up tempo. It's something to bounce to. But I think people will like that one too. Let's see, man. What else I got? Um, I'll be in Lubbock, Texas. So my days be all over the place. So a lot of times I just think of I just know the place. I
Right.
can't. It'd be hard to keep up with the dates. So I know I'll be in Lubbock, Texas, soon. So for all my Texas people that's out there in West Texas, I'll be there. Me and Avell Hollywood. Let's see. I'll be in Meridian, Mississippi. I'll be in Selma, Alabama. But all of this will be posted on my social media platforms, and my IG once again is Slow Roll Smooth. My TikTok is Slow Roll Smooth. Facebook Too Smooth, and YouTube and Apple Music and everywhere else is Too Smooth. So if you want to follow me, that's how you get in touch with me. And my booking number is 470-954-7760. Or you can hit the email booking2smooth@gmail.com, and
And don't
we'll
be
handle
shout there.
everything from there.
Don't be shout there. Too smooth is too cool. He'll come through and put the moves down with the tune. So y'all book this man and enhance whatever performances y'all got out there. I'm telling you, the man is smooth. The women gonna love him. The brothers gonna like him because the women gonna show up and they can sit back and try to be cool. Book this man. You know what that's the fact, man. The single mans, we follow the ass wherever they go, man. They fall off a cliff sometimes. We sing, we're looking for it, man. It
Yep,
is what it
yep.
is. They're gonna come. So book this man. He got some great music. You can always tune in to GC Radio. As you said, we're gonna have the new hits coming. But
Yes,
Too
sir.
Smooth is too cool, and I appreciate you, brother, for coming here to GC Radio. And once again, before we leave, like I said, you just gave it to him. Give him the social media one more time, and please pay attention so y'all can connect with the man. Give it to him one more time if you don't mind, bro.
Yes, sir. So my Facebook is Too Smooth. My Instagram is Slow Roll Smooth. My TikTok is Slow Roll Smooth. TikTok, you can either put in Slow Roll Smooth or Too Smooth. It'll still pop up. Uh, what else I'm missing? My YouTube is Too Smooth. And remember, that is the number. It's the number two. And smooth. Smooth is just spelt like how smooth is spelt. And you can find me on YouTube, Apple Music, Spotify, Amazon Music. If you want to purchase my songs, you can go to the iTunes store. You just type in Too Smooth and all of my songs will come up. I know a lot of people, some people who new to me, they like, hey, he just got paid for, but nah, it's so much more. It's so much more.
Much
If
more than that.
I and that's why like when I tell people my YouTube, I just say Too Smooth. I don't say a song name because when I say Too Smooth, when you put it in, you'll see like, okay, he has a catalog. So let me go check out the catalog. So man, y'all tap in with me. Above all, man, I just want people to enjoy my music. That's it.
Now hold on, bro. You speaking of catalogs? What's up with the merch, man? How do you
Oh
get the
yeah, yeah,
merch?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it, appreciate it. Yeah, appreciate it. So I got my merch line out. This is what I do. If you go to my TikTok, it's a link in there. It's a link on they're on all my platforms, YouTube, TikTok, everywhere. Whenever you go to my page, it's gonna be a link in there. When you click that link, it's gonna take you directly to my website. Now, all of this stuff is on my website, my music, everything. But when you click that link, it's gonna say Too Smooth Merch. As soon as you click the link, the first bar is gonna say Too Smooth Merch. And when you click that, it's gonna take you to a whole bunch of products. Man, I got t-shirts, hoodies. You know it's gonna get cold. Get you a hoodie. I got coffee mugs. I got stickers, man, keychains, whatever you need. I got it. I got it for sure. So that's on all my platforms, man. Wherever you go follow me at, you click that link in my bio, it'll take you straight to my website. You can get the merch and everything else.
And what's the website?
The web it's actually my link tree. So I don't have, and that's something that we in the process of changing because I need my own URL.
Okay.
So yeah, but once they go to my social media, they'll see that link in the bio. When you hit that link, as soon as you hit that link, the next thing you're gonna see is Too Smooth merch, and it'll be right there.
I gotta get a hat, man. Too Smooth hat, bro.
For sure, I got you.
All right.
I
Well, I
got you.
appreciate you, bro. We ain't got jerseys. We can switch caps and stuff at GC Radio. But we definitely got to have you back, bro. We got to have some
Most
songs on break. And I appreciate you. And hopefully you can attend our virtual party coming up in the next 2 weeks that we're going to have for all our listeners as well. But once again, I would like to say I appreciate the music that you're doing. And thank you so much, bro, for taking time out to come to hang out with me tonight.
Yes, sir. All love, my brother. So appreciate y'all for that.
Too smooth. Thank you, bro. So I'm gonna let you sign us out, man, at GC Radio. Anything else you want to say before we sign out?
Hey man, it's your boy Too Smooth. Appreciate y'all for rocking with us tonight. Great dialogue with my brother, man. Now me and him, we locked in, and just be looking forward to seeing me back real soon, man. We got to run it back. Got to run it back again. Appreciate y'all.
Thank y'all. Peace. We hope we leave you better than receive you with a growling smashing place wherever you are. Keep it locked and loaded. GCRadioHub.com. Cuzzin.